welcome to my channel and coaching center. So today I'm going to explain your 10th 11th standard, that is English 6th chapter, that is the BabarAli part 1 video. So let's come to the chapter BabarAli. So it is written by Samprita Mukherjee Sharma. So BabarAli must be the youngest headmaster in the world. So as he is only 16, he is a teenager who is in charge of teaching hundreds of students in his family's backyard, where he runs class for poor children from his village. And the story of this young man from Murshidabad in West Bengal is a remarkable tale of desire to learn amid the direst poverty. Our Bangladesh based volunteer Tanveer would like to introduce you to this extraordinary character, extraordinary change maker. So, Babar Ali must be the youngest headmaster in the whole world, and it is saying by Tanveer. He is from Bangladesh, and he's Tanveer. He may be his friend, he may be his Babar Ali friend. He is telling that Babar Ali may be the youngest world's youngest headmaster, as Babar Ali is just 16 years, and in the teenage he is teaching hundreds of students in the backyard. In his family's backyard, he is teaching hundreds of students in the teenage. 16 years he is, maybe he is studying 10th or 12th, 10th. And the story of this young man, and the story of this Babar Ali is from Murshidabad, that is in West Bengal. It is a remarkable desire. It is a remarkable desire that he is teaching that students, so that their poverty may go away. They may get new jobs, they may get a good salary, so that their poverty may go away and they get good knowledge. So let's know about some about Babar Ali and his school, where Babar Ali is also studying. He's 16, so he's studying 10th standard. So let's know about what is his routine or what he does, and let's know about his school also. So Babar Ali wakes up every morning at 7 and start his day by doing some household chores, and then he takes one auto first and later walk 5 kilometers to the Kochim Bazar Raj Govinda Sundari Vidyapit, where he is class 12 student. Babar Ali is a thin and gainly boy who sits in the middle of front row, studio smart and oyster in his blue and white uniform. Babar is a model student. He is also the first member of his family to get a proper education. In school, he is an ideal student, but it is what he does after his school hours that introduces the entire world. When every other teenager goes running off to the playground and gets busy with football, cricket, and other sports, Babar makes his way to an afternoon school where he is the headmaster of the school of 800 students. So let's know about the Babar Ali routine. So what means Babar Ali wake up every day at 7 p.m. and then he do his household works. Then he takes a auto to go to his school. Then he walks 7 kilometers. Then he walks for 5 kilometers to reach his school. That name is Raj Govind Sundar Vidyapit, and there he is studying in 12th class. And Babar Ali is a thin boy, and he is sitting in the middle of front row. So in the middle of front bench he is sitting. Front row in the middle he is sitting, and he is very much smart and intelligent in the blue and white uniform that he is wearing in his school, and he is the model of for the students. So he is the one first person in his house to study, to get the proper education. And in school he is an ideal student, but is what he does after school. So what he does after the school is alone, but after the school what he does is, as you know, every teenager, including you also, maybe you will also, after getting after your class or college or school or college gets over, you will go to play football, cricket and other sports. But BabarAli, after finishing the school, afternoon he became he way afternoon BabarAli makes his way to the school, where he is the headmaster of the school of 800 students. So he is teaching for 800 students. So welcome to BabarAli school. So Tanvir, who is narrating this, so Tanvir, his friend, is telling this. He welcomes us to the BabarAli school. Next, it is a dilapidated concert structure covered in half-ton posters. Inside, in a tiny tank room behind a desk, sits someone even the Queen of England knows by name, and you should too. Behind the office, a gate that opens to Babar's home. This is where rows of poor, unprivileged kids sit under the open blue sky and learn what most children in the modern world pay hundreds of dollars for free. For 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 free. This is where 800 kids who are deprived from their basic rights for education walk miles to learn free of cost the basics of fundamentals of life. So let's take a minute over here and think. While we whine about our allowances and fuss about staying out late, this average boy from a small village is actually helping to make this world a better place. Today, all around the world, where millions of children are being deprived from literacy, became their families cannot bear the expenses. This one school boy from India is trying to change that, and so at the age of 16, Babar Ali was youngest headmaster. So, as Tanvir welcomed us to Babar Ali School, let's know about the Babar Ali School. So, it is the dilapidated concert structure. It is a structured room, concert structured room. Inside, in a tiny tank room. So, in a tiny tank room behind a desk. So, in a tiny tank room behind a desk, sits someone that the Queen of England. She also know his name. That is the Babar Ali, and behind the office gate that opens the barber room, this is where the rows of children and who is unprivileged children, they who go there and they study blue sky and learn more, they go and study there. But in the real world, where the students has to pay hundreds of dollars, but he is studying, giving them education for free. This is where 800 kids are deprived from basic education and walk miles of learn miles to learn free of cost the basics of fundamental of life. They are nothing, but still Babar Ali is giving them free education. So let's take a minute here. Let's know more about him. So this average boy from the small village, this average Babar Ali from the small village, is actually helping this world to make into become a better world or better place, good place to become. So all around the world, millions of children are not getting the education. They are illiterate, and their families cannot afford the expenses that the huge colleges or schools or colleges are making. They can't afford, so that they are not sending their children. But this one schoolboy that is from India trying to change all the things, and so that 16 Babar Ali he is called as the youngest headmaster. So next is Babar happens to be one of the fortunate soul in his village. In the Kapta neighborhood of Gangapur village in West Bengal, Murshidabad, Babar lives with his three siblings and his parents in a thatched house which is the size of an average city kitchen. Yet, ironically, he is still among the privileged ones in his village because, unlike most children there, he went to school and got formal education. He was better off also in being the son of Naziruddin Sheikh. Naziruddin is a jute seller and a dropout who believed that education is man's true religion and who initially supported his son's venture with his own income coming from the privileged family. Babar realized he must do something for the other children in this village. Even though children are provided free education, sending children to school is not entirely free of cost. Although the children are taught for free, they still have to pay for uniform, books, etc. This is why a lot of family cannot afford to send their children to school. Thus, instead of going to school, most of the boys help out their families by working as mechanics, day labor, grass cutters, livestock waiters, whereas girls work as maid servants in the village, where they cook, clean, wash, and do the other works. BabarAli wanted to change this, and this is why he took the initiative of opening his very own school, Anand Shiksha Niketan. So BabarAli actually started his school at the mere age of 9. In fact, his school, Anand Shiksha Niketan, grew out of a game. Grew out of a game. So, as you know, till here we said about BabarAli school. So let us know about how this idea he got. Let us know about still more about BabarAli also. So Babar Ali, he was a good soul in his village. He was from Murshidabad, as I said. So Babar Ali's house was small. His kitchen was a small kitchen, average city kitchen. It is like the hall is the Babar Ali's house is that much small. It is like a average city kitchen. So you may know city kitchens how like it is. It may be like that small. It is. But and he is the only person who is getting the education, and his father Naziruddin, who is a jute seller, and he was a dropout from the school. He wanted his son to give a good education, so he put it into the school, and he was studying with Babarali. So how he got the idea? Next, when he saw, so as the education was free in the Babarali village, but sending the children to the village was free of cost, but the parents of that village could not afford the money for uniform, books, etc. because they were taking money for that, so they can't afford this, and this is why many of the people of the village were not sending their school to the were not sending their children to the school, and they were sending the children were working as laborers in mechanic shop, day laborers, etc. And uh, children were working as the maid servants in that village, and they were cooking, cleaning, wash clothes they were doing. So by this the Babar Ali got an idea to open the school. Then he opened Anand Shiksha Niketan. So Babar Ali actually started his school at the age of 9 only he started. But in fact his school Anand Shiksha Niketan, he got an idea by a game, by playing a game he got an idea. So let's see. So which game he got an idea? Let's see next para. We used to play school with me as teacher. My friends had never seen the inside of a school, so they enjoyed playing students. They ended up learning arithmetic and enjoyed it, said Babar Ali while trying to explain how he initially started teaching in 2002. The game got institutionalized with the strength of 8. So after when he was playing the a game called School. So they were playing School game where Babar really became a teacher, and his friends had never seen inside the school. So as you know, their friends they were not studying because their parents cannot afford that much money to send them. As I said, so with the help of Babar Ali, they were playing school game and they were seeing the school. So by enjoying playing that game, they ended up so they got by that enjoying that only they got learned about the arithmetic chapter, and they were enjoying it. So by seeing that, he got an idea why should not to I should start school, so that they may also other children may also get education. So after that, Baba Ali, while he was trying to explain in a meeting or in a program while initially how we started his teaching in 2002. The game got institutioned with a strength of 8, so the game became a strength like that only he started to his school. So okay friends, till here it is enough. So I will explain the next topic of this chapter in the next video. So till here you understand anything. So okay friends, like the video, comment on the video and subscribe my channel and then coaching center for more video. I will explain the next topic of this chapter in my next video. Till then, take care, have a nice day, bye my friends.